Flacco is taking Jake Browning's spot. What did you think about this trade? In division trade too.
I think that I didn't love the trade for the Browns. I love it for I didn't love the trade for the Bengals. I love it for the Browns because they got a pick back and they also Shedeur can move up the chart. Everybody in the football world, whether you love Shedeur or hate Shedeur, you want to see Shedeur go play just to see
Yeah,
what's going to happen. So that's one step closer to him playing. Now for the Bengals, I really don't get it. I think I mean, he'll take care of the ball a lot more than what Browning was doing for sure, but he's not really an explosive guy right now, and not running the ball or even passing really explosive. He's kind of conservative. I thought they could have got one of the New York Giant quarterbacks and been,
exactly.
well off. Um, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think the thing with that too is like Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston would have been a better option, way better
Absolutely.
than Joe Flacco. I mean, Joe Flacco with the Browns was struggling behind the poor offensive line. Even more with the Bengals offensive line, he's gonna get sacked, especially against the Packers. He might get sacked 8 times. That offensive line is terrible.
I'm curious just to see what it looks like. Maybe the Bengals just did not want to overpay for Jameis or overpay for Russ.
Yeah.
When the season, it just looks like it probably won't go the way that they want it to. So maybe that's the reason. But they definitely had to move on from Browning because man, they said Jamar Chase had more tackles than Travis Hunter.
That's crazy.
He was
Now,
leading the team in tackles.
if you were the Bears, would you have given up Tyson Bagent if the price was right? Or that been too
No,
crazy? Nah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. No.
Now with Flacco taking over, he's gonna be the starter this week. And you think he could help T. Higgins and Jamar Chase be more productive? Like, what's the fantasy outlook for this?
I think in terms of production, he'll no, I don't. I think because I just don't. Because look at Browning, right? Browning, he had a couple bad games, not a couple, a lot of bad games, but Jamar had one of those games, he had 30 some points, and then last game he had like 30 points. He did have a game or two where he struggled really not getting the touches, but Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase, no matter who the quarterback is. I like to think that he's quarterback proof, kind of like Justin Jefferson. I really think that if anything, this kind of hurts the value because Browning was at least taking shots that were not great passes, not
Right.
good shots. But
He
Flacco's
was
going to
taking
take care
shots,
of the
yeah.
ball a little bit better. He's not going to take those type of shots. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. Like, bro should have just probably hung it up. He's gonna go out there
Yeah,
and endanger his life beyond that.
absolutely.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. Like I said, I don't think, like you said, I don't think it's gonna, help T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. I don't think he'll have enough time back there to do that. But on the Brown side of things, Shedeur Sanders getting the opportunity potentially. The thing is, Stefanski said in just an interview that he's not, non-committal on who's going to be the backup and shit now. Doesn't want to get more media in Cleveland. But we know Shedeur is probably going to be number two.
Yeah. And you really can't blame Stefanski for doing that because no matter whenever Shadeur's name comes up, it's all in the media, man. No, whether he's a second string, third string, practice squad, I would take the same approach if I was the head coach. Like, hey, you'll see when you see. But yeah, Shedeur will definitely play at some point. The only way Shedeur will not play this year is if Dylan Gabriel like completely balls out and
And I
wins
don't think
like
he will. I
the
don't think he
next
will.
8 or 10 games or something, right? Like they're not going to win a ton of games. I think by week 13, 14, when it's clear that it's time to start tanking a little bit, they'll throw Shedeur out there and see what he can do.
I think you have to because you have picks. You're gonna, you're gonna have another shot at a top quarterback in next year's draft. See what you have in both guys. But I do agree, like week 13, week 14, because give Dylan Gabriel as much time as possible to see whether he's not that guy or not. You don't want his leash to be too short. But Dylan Gabriel, the game against the Vikings, I didn't see anything that impressive. I mean, this is like we just saw a backup quarterback play in my eyes. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.